is a throwdown.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's the great one. 5 points in the game, and it's in there.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Murray, pass to Messi. And there's the screen. Inside to halt the run. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's a good fundamental play there as Zion able to set up for the assist.
Here's the great one. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Count it.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Pelicans. Trailing by 4. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Williamson outside. Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. No good that time.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Right side, Kuminga. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jose Alvarado.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. McCollum on the wing. Launches a 3. Reed with the rebound.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Good on the shot.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Murray against Curry. Pass to Messi. Now here's Williamson. Now McCollum. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. McCollum's got 5.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 6-point game. Curry against Murray. On the take. There's McCollum with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This team has now won 28 consecutive games and have put themselves into elite company by surpassing the record set by LeBron James and the Heat back in 2013.
Well, I've been super fortunate to be on some teams that have had some great runs, and I know how hard this can be. You can be so talented, you could be so committed, but you also have to have a few things go your way, and right now, everything going their way.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. And the Warriors with possession here. 6-point lead. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Now here's Williamson. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Here's Reed. Outside Curry. Here's the great one. 13 points in the game. Clock is at 3. And down it goes. 2 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pelicans trail by 11. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Williamson misses. Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 20-6 run. And here's Kuminga for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Making a switch here. Hawkins is checked in. And let's pause for a moment to recognize the teams with the best three-point shooting. The Warriors, number 1.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
Pass to Murray. High arcing shot. It's deflected. The Warriors lead by 14. Brent, what's something you've seen from Murray's time in San Antonio to now?
Well, there's been no stoppage, BA, of the type of work that DeJounte Murray puts in. He's had to learn a new system, but he's adapted to that, and he continues to play both ends of the floor to make an impact.
And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Thanks, Brian. I've just received word on the news out of Orlando on the Magic's trade with the Dallas Mavericks. They make a big-time move getting Klay Thompson. Their front office prioritized shooting and championship experience. Klay Thompson brings you both, and sources tell me Thompson cannot wait to get going with his new team.
Shams, thank you. Always some intriguing news breaking in the NBA. And the first one at the line is good. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Can't hit the corner 3.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's the great one. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion, again to the rack.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Here's the great one. He's got 16. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Here's the great one. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. The great one's got 18 points in the game.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Williamson into the lane. To the wing, right side. Here's Hawkins. Off target with the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions. Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Williamson inside. Kuminga's on him. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Yeah, I think Hawkins would live at the arc if he could. He's very confident in that three-point shot.
Here's the great one. He's off on the layup.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
In transition, here come the Warriors. Count that bucket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Graham.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Alvarado with it. 14 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Williamson with it. Jackson Davis on him. There's McCullough with the three. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist in this one. A minute 42 left in the first quarter here.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
1:33 left in the opening quarter. Alvarado, the pass to Jones. Now Williamson, covered by Jackson Davis. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by the Great One. The Great One's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Jackson Davis, outside Moody. And here's Butler outside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
And here's McCollum. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Great One. The Great One's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Curry. Fires it from 18. Yes, on the jumper. Curry's got 7 points.
Curry's jumper just so pure, he can go up from just about anywhere on the floor and knock him down.
Pass to Williamson. Outside Jones to stop the run. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Golden State has gone 4 of 5 from distance here in the first quarter. Butler drops in the layup for 2. 7 points in the game.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Now here's Williamson, covered by Jackson Davis. Puts it up from 15. Williamson misses.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
They've got Stephen Curry. Kuminga is out there with Trayce Jackson-Davis. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's the great one in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Now here's Isaac. It's stolen by Kuminga. Here's the great one. McCollum defends. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Here's the great one. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Here's McCollum. Alvarado outside. Jones with a screen on Curry. Connects from downtown.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. And it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Offline with a 3.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Here's the great one. Reddish on the wing. Outside Curry. To the inside. He shoots it. Shot's good by the great one. The great one's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
McCollum outside. From outside, off the mark.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
So it's the Pelicans now. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Outside Jones. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Jones has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry passes to the great one. Jones comes with a double team. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in. Back to McCollum. To the middle. And it's Alvarado missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
The great one passes to Kuminga. And that one drops for him. Kuminga's got 7 points.
Yeah, Kuminga is a guy who does not back down. In fact, he tries to go through you.
Right side Jones. Pass to Alvarado. Isaac for 3. And again, New Orleans no good. Golden State has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Shot's good by the great one.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Alvarado outside. From 12 feet. It's hauled in by Reddish. Here's Golden State. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Podziemski. And here's Reed. 4-3. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's Alvarado. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Up again. The Warriors have gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far.
Big time slam there from Kuminga. His coaches and teammates encourage him to get up strong like that.
Now here's Alvarado. McCollum outside. On target from about 13 feet.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
Here's the great one. And he dunks it down.
And he caps his dunk off with a little extra flair, switching hands on that dunk.
And like he was in the air for an eternity. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Alvarado, defended by Podziemski. 5 to shoot. And it's Alvarado missing. Golden State is gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Here's the great one. He's got 42. And Kuminga throws it down.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
And you want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. They ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Now here's Alvarado from outside the arc. The Warriors pull it in. The Great Ones got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Reed, good. Reed's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
There's McCollum with the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. McCollum's got 13.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Pass to the Great One. Back to Reed. Over Olynyk. Reed can't hit.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors.
Shooting for New Orleans.
On Friday, they'll start out on the road to play the Lakers in Los Angeles. And then on Saturday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Houston Rockets.
And for that matchup with the Pistons, they obviously have the upper hand coming into that one, but don't expect a blowout. It could turn into a real battle.
No good on the free throw.
And for fans who follow year after year, it's so great to watch development in this league. Herbert Jones has a great build, a good defensive instinct set, and is growing on offense. This is a development guy.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Warriors. Shot's good by the Great One. The Great One's got 44.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Murray looking around. They set the pick. Offensive rebound. Pass to Williamson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
New Orleans is shooting 27% in today's game. Not good. Back to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Porter pulls it in. Golden State is gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Now here's Porter. Yet to see a basket. And the three-pointer goes.
A dangerous shooter from deep. All Porter needs is a little daylight, and he's good to fire.
Williamson against Porter. Pass to Murray. Here's Misi. Now Williamson. He has 6.
Sometimes it's the ripcord you have to pull guarding Zion. The only way to stop him is to foul him.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Zion Williamson at the line for 2.
That's good from Williamson.
We talk a lot about guys and the obstacles that they overcome.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors.